अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय वितताय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्य क्षिप्राश्च मामादितरं मध्ये कृपामयि त्वं शरणं प्रपन्य वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे। So first of all, I offer my most respectful and humble obeisances innumerable times unto the dust of the lotus feet of my Shri Guru Maharaj. Same unto my Param Gurudev, same unto all Acharyas coming under this Brahma Madhva Gauriya Sampradaya. My humble pranam to all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, God brothers, God sisters. My humble pranam to each and every one who will become God brothers and God sisters, hopefully, in the near future.
Jai.
Jai, Jai, Jai.
So, I know everybody is kind of sized up to hear nice bhajan, but I have a different idea today. I want to hear from others today too. We'll have singing, but I think we should understand something. This song we're just singing, can we just read and discuss it very quickly? Because I want you to help me to clarify. I don't understand English too well, so we could borrow these mics and give it back when we sing. Just give them four. These are the long chords. Who's going to read first paragraph?
The lotus feet of Sri Gurudev are a treasure house of Sri unallowed prema bhakti for Krishna. I very carefully worship and serve those lotus feet, Guru Pada Padma. By his mercy, O brother, anyone can cross over the vast ocean of misery and attain the lotus feet of Sri Krishna.
Are we really doing that? Very carefully worshipping the lotus feet of Sri Guru? And we have to check, each and every one of us, at every moment we are actually doing that and not committing anything, doing any aparad that Gurudev may not be happy. And is he gone or is he here? We have to know that too. Next word.
The words emanating from the lotus mouth of Sri Gurudev should be embraced. Within the heart, no aspiration beyond his word should enter, because his instructions bring one to the highest goal, rati, or attachment. For his lotus feet, by his grace, all of our desires for spiritual perfections are fulfilled.
So these words should be embraced within. It should be embraced where? These are very, very deep words. It is difficult to translate, and when it is translated, do we really understand? Within the heart. What does that mean? Tell everybody I have my guru and he's from India and this is a big sampradaya and so on and so on. Oh, this has to be from within. We have to hold on to these words, these instructions he's giving. And we shouldn't try to be too brilliant and make up our own ideas. Arna koriham mane asha. Something other than this, don't think that you know better than Guru. Maybe he's old and he doesn't know too much. This is in the mundane sense. Even Einstein would make mistake, and Stephen Hawking, they will come and find out those mistakes and correct it. That is why they do research. But this system, this is inductive method, this world is going, we are following which one? Deductive. These words are used in Sangeet if you study music, Indian music, Aroha Pantha and Avroha Pantha. One is going, you're ascending, which notes you use in the scale, and which notes you're coming down. They're using it in music. But we are following, this is Sanskrit word coming from Shastra. Avroha Pantha, coming downwards from the supreme perfect Krishna himself. So never at any time we should think that we can jump past and we are or any time better than the other acharyas, because it is coming down perfect through them. So sometimes Gurudev may give some instructions and we don't want to follow that. We make up our own, something in our mind and intelligence, and you know what will happen. It will flop. Next one.
He gives me the gift of transcendental vision and enlightens my heart with divine knowledge. He is my master, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates, divine loving devotion by which ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of this character.
And this transcendental vision, we get enlightenment. It enlightens my heart with divine knowledge. Again in the heart, directed to the heart. So it means we have to really go deep and pay close attention. What Srila Gurudev is giving. He's giving here, we learn all these things, but also he's also giving, and these are divine inspiration in the heart also. He's enlightening us in the heart. We have to try to aspire to reach that level. What is the meaning of this? Shri Chaitanya Manu Bhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. What is meaning? Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam. Man is mind also. Man will be in the core of the heart. So that innermost desire in the core of the heart of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this was established for all of us to know by Srila Rupa Goswami. Oh, when will he bring me close and give me shelter at his lotus feet? So too we have to pray, oh Gurudev, you have received that. You are coming in that line. When will I receive that shelter? And he is giving us shelter, but are we taking it? Is another thing. He has accepted all those who took Diksha. He has accepted Harinama Diksha. He has accepted us as his disciple. And this is, he has given us what? There are three important words. Sambandha Jnana. He has given us that introduction to Krishna, Parikar. You go, Krishna will accept you. I am sending you, you go. I am giving you to Krishna. So to attain that prem, Krishna prem, the goal, we have to do something in between. What do you call that in Sanskrit?
Sadhana.
Sadhan or abhidheya, the practice. We have to do our part. And I'm not sitting here and pretending to be perfect, because we all have to practice little by little. And this is why we need association to help each other. And sometimes preaching is not one person speaking. Chapter 10, verse number 9 is what? Chapter 10, verse number 9, Bhagavad Gita. Mat chitta madgata prana bodhayantaha parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Mat chitta, their mind is always absorbed in me. Madgata prana, their life is actually surrendered to me. Bodhayantaha parasparam, and they enlighten each other. Everyone is speaking, they know, they heard this and they share this knowledge like that. Kathayantascha mam nityam. My katha, Hari katha is being eternally, they are chanting and they are relishing. And tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They are becoming, the senses, even the body is becoming so joy. When you play the mridang, we are chanting this, we feel nice. But not more than that too, ramanti cha. This bliss is coming. Transcendental bliss is also coming. This we cannot express, we cannot explain to somebody what you feel. This nectar, once you taste this, there is nothing in this world you will want again. And this you know for yourself. This is chapter 2, verse 59. What is that verse? Param drishtva nivartati. When you get a higher taste than the lower taste, you give up. So nothing in this material world will have any charm for you. This is the secret. But we must attain, we must taste that. This is said, once you taste that nectar from the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, you could never give it up. If somebody gives up this, it means they were pretending. Others are going and they're chanting and dancing, you just do it, just pretending, but you haven't tasted. This Harikatha, this taste is so special. Also in Ramayana you will find. नाथ तवानन शशि श्रवत कथा सुधा रघुवीर श्रवण पुटन मन पान कोरी nahi aghato mati dhir. Parvati is telling Lord Shiva, or this Hari Katha, this Ram Katha you speak in so sweet is like nectar coming from the moon. I am collecting it through the cups of my ears and drinking it in my heart, but I could never become satisfied. Anyone who thinks that I have enough of this Hare Krishna business and I know I'll go back and make some good money, that means they haven't tasted. Because once you taste, you could never stop. Understand? In this world, everything is stale and stagnant and it's like the same thing. What do you call that in Sanskrit? Punaha punas charvita charvanana. Chewing the chewed. That which you already tasted, again, what you will taste? You're chewing sugar cane. You taste all the juice, you throw it away. Then you pick it up to chew again. What you get? Nothing. This is. One more verse.
Shri Gurudev is the ocean of mercy, the greatest friend of the shelterless, the life and soul of everyone. O Master, be merciful. Alas, O Gurudeva, give me the shade of your lotus feet. At your feet I have surrendered. Now your fame shall be spread all over 3 worlds.
This is a very important verse. He is an ocean of mercy. If somebody is very rich, you can go and ask for a few $1,000. There's nothing they can give you. If somebody is struggling, what can you ask from them? They themselves need. So if Gurudev is an ocean of mercy and you need help, you need mercy, who you should go to? To the ocean? Because he can give you mercy, like he can share it to you. And here is for all of us here. He is the greatest friend of the shelterless. We all have no shelter in this place. What is happening in New York, Boston, you see? What may happen to current all the houses, Hurricane would come, we could take your roof out, you have no shelter, you have to go and beg for shelter. We thinking we are safe here, but Srila Gurudev can give us shelter. And we have, none of us is high class, not because I know a few little Sanskrit words, and maybe I could speak that, no, I'm high class. No, we all can take advantage of a bona fide Guru, because he has come, he has that melted heart, soft heart, he can save us. In that other song, Krishna Kripa ki Ananda Murati. Krishna Kripa ki Ananda Murati. When Krishna Kripa, the mercy of Krishna becomes thickened, so condensed, this is Guru. When Guru comes to you, you must know you have received Krishna's mercy. Understand? That embodiment of Krishna's mercy is Guru. Krishna Kripa ki an Ananda Murti, blissful form. Dina Jana Karuna. He is the Dina Jana Karuna. He is so merciful to the fallen souls like you and I. We have fallen here. Anybody here think that they are liberated? They are very high class, advanced? When I was in Guyana, somebody thought? When I was in Guyana, somebody went to Vrindavan Parikram and they went back to Guyana and they don't need any association, no more temple, they don't need to go. They could start their own society and so on and start preaching, become very advanced. Guru. We have to be reminded how to pray, how to think. The minute we think that we are advanced, oh, Gurudev's, he chose me to sing or he chose me to speak, and that means the rest of them, I'm so You might be advanced in Gyan, you might have a lot of information. Gurudev might ask you to speak, it's very nice, you could give others information, but bhakti may be, Gyan might be here, but bhakti might be. So, Swayam Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself in the bhava of Srimati Radharani, everybody knows. He taught us how to think how to pray to Krishna. He is Krishna himself teaching us. Hey Nanda Tanuj Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Budhau Kripaya Tav Pada Pankaj Sthita Dhuli Sadrisham Vichintaya. Hey Nanda Tanuj. Who is Nanda Tanuj? The son of Nanda Maharaj. Who is that? Rajendra Nandan Shyam Sundar. Swayam Bhagavan. Patitam Mam. I am your servant, Kinkaram. But somehow or other I have fallen. Patitam. Patit means to be fallen. So Bishame Bhavam Buddha. What is Bishai? This ocean of sense gratification. Now I am thinking that I am so happy enjoying through senses. I have fallen in this miserable condition in this world. Patitam mam vishame bhavam budhao. Kripaya. What is kripa? You know, this word you know? Have mercy on me. Please. Kripa. We have to beg for that. If Mahaprabhu's teacher, no, you don't need to beg for, you are all advanced. You yourself, this is opposite. This Shankaracharya. You know. Oh, why you pray to Krishna or any God? You yourself is God. Are? You yourself is Param Brahm. You are Brahm. Aham Brahmasmi. They have taken us Param Brahm. Making mistake. This is opposite philosophy. Here, Bhagavan himself, after sending Shankaracharya, Lord Shiva, as Shankaracharya to cheat the cheaters, you want to play God? Yes, I am giving you fuel. Go on, you yourself is God. You say, give you a long rope, go hang yourself, like that, no? Then Bhagavan comes to give, finally, in this Shikshashtakam, Hey Nanda Tanuj, how to pray Kinkaram, I am your servant. And he told Sri Sanatana Goswami, Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishner Nitya. You are the eternal servant of Krishna. You are never master. None of us is ever master. And the minute we think that I should be in the highest position, maybe I should give others chance to speak to because anyway. Kripaya Pada Pankaja. Please at your lotus feet give me that chance. Take me and place me like that speck of dust at your lotus feet. Vichintaya, please think about this and have mercy on me. Pick me up. Save me. I think we'll just do one Hindi song now. Gurudev Kripa Karati. This one is deep. Who wants to sing this one? You want to sing? Go ahead, take the mic.
Page 197. Yellow book. What's the name of the song?
Gurudev Kripa Karati. Let me find a paper.
Jaya 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 Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Gurudev, Jaya 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 Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya 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 Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Gurudev, Jaya 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 Gurudev, Gurudev Jaya Gurudev, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Now, I'm suggesting that we read as much as we can. There is one article. I know some of you, most of you probably read more than me. I don't get a chance too much to go on internet, but I saw this. I think this is really nice. If you could read some of it. You cannot bluff Guru. And this was given, I think, 2001 in Srila Gurudev's appearance day also. I think this is very informative. Is it okay that we read? We have 4 more copies at least. So I know Jaidev is a good reader. I don't know the others. You can read slowly, loudly, distinctly, and meaningfully for others too.
I have 4 we can share. 4, pass one out. 4, a couple people can.
Anybody
Second
who
direction, one day, one this side.
should have many good readers here. I know. English language is the whole world. Everybody's.
Prabhu wants to read. Are you good?
You could read one paragraph at least. Give everybody a chance. Whoever would like to read.
You cannot bluff Guru.
Really?
You cannot. Yes. Be sincere and obey Shri Guru. I have previously explained about the duties of disciples. I have explained that Guru Nishta is the backbone of bhakti. Without Guru Nishta, no one can have any kind of devotion. One may have taken initiation, but if there is no Nishta, he is inferior to a person who has not taken initiation and has not had a fire sacrifice, but is actually following Guru.
Wow. Paragraph at a time. I told you I'm slow in learning and understanding. Huh? What is this Guru Nishtha? What is Nishtha?
Steadiness.
1 minute we worship Guru, next minute something else. Huh? What is that verse? Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada Yasya prasada bhakti katopi Dhyayam stuvam stasya yashastvi sandhyam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Gurudev is like, you know, you have the odometer, you have this speedometer, all these meters. But how do you know if Bhagavan is pleased with us? You will get that. The indicator is Srila Gurudev. If he is pleased, you must know you are assured. Krishna is pleased. If he is not pleased, big trouble. Huh? So, you want to read another one? Or just share? But this is important. Sometimes we take initiation, do fire sacrifice, and put on big nice tilak and walk around, and now we become like a big bully. Or you haven't taken initiation, you should be around. You know. And we start to boss up everybody else. What is Srila Gurudev saying here? Sometimes one has not taken initiation, not taken any fire sacrifice, done anything like that, but they follow in Srila Gurudev's instruction. Who is better? See? So sometimes we become this official. That doesn't, you know, Jesus said, those who are first can become, and those who are last can become. These are all ideas. Like, sometimes because we get little recognition, now I'm safe. I'm okay now. No. Maya is waiting. Any little clue, any little trace that you even drop your guard, she's waiting. And the subtlest of all, Labh, Puja, Pratishtha, is doing things, spiritual things for material, and doing, trying to, if you're a good preacher, good singer, whatever, or you're looking for honor. Puja, everybody must come and, oh, he's so advanced. And Pratishtha, I should be the president. I could sing, I could play harmonium, I should be in charge. No? We are looking that I should be in charge. Who's really in charge? Next one.
I have seen and realized this. There was a disciple of Param Pujapad Shruti Maharaj named Narayan Prabhu, who was totally surrendered to my Guru Maharaj. He was always serving by his mind, intelligence, and by all the limbs of his body. He was living with our Guru Maharaj, hearing Harikatha and fully accepting all his instructions. We all had so much honor for him. I especially had so much love and honor for him, as did Param Pujapad Vaman Maharaj and Param Pujapad Trivikram Maharaj and all others. Why? He was not initiated, but he was more than initiated. He was a real Diksha disciple. Sincerity and obedience were his main principles.
Wow. I don't think this young Krishna is initiated, Harinam or anything.
No.
There's another, he's not here. What we are going to do, we'll give you flyers, 7 nights, Harikatha. And the temple is giving us 3 nights free, and we have to pay for 4 nights. So I was speaking with him this morning, this afternoon actually. You know what he told me? He said he will take care of that, don't worry. He will write a check to pay for the 4 nights. So I said, we're also going to do 7 nights in another temple. He said, well then go ahead. Then another, one of our god brothers, he is Harinam, initiated, Dhansubhai. He said he will take care of 2 nights, then you have to worry about 5 nights. So, these are the kind of things, somebody is not even initiated, but they love this. I have one good friend, I call him in New York, he has done 4 consecutive years of Bhagavad Sapta in New York. Now he's going 22nd of this month to Trinidad to fix up his house there to do Harikatha. He's not even initiated. So I'm trying to see if I get him to take Harinam at least, and then he will get Diksha. But try to see. Some people love this, and those become initiated and do fire sacrifice, everything. And now, well, everything is okay. I don't need to. Or they have Harikatha, I don't want to go now. I'm already an initiated. We have to be careful.
I will take care of the 5 nights.
Look at that. It's amazing. And I'm worrying if I'm going to do 7 nights and then take 1 week, go back and work and come and I might get put out. But I think I'll get somewhere to stay.
So powerful is Krishna Kancha. Hare Krishna! Very powerful.
Go ahead.
When Krishna speaks to the heart, you have to obey.
On the contrary, I see so many disciples who are hiding things in their hearts from Guru. They think my Guru doesn't know anything. He is foolish, so I can cheat him. They don't say this directly, but they think in this way. They think they can bluff their Guru or any pure devotee. But in reality, a pure devotee cannot be bluffed. He who can control Krishna, how can you bluff him? If he is really Guru, he can never be cheated or bluffed.
That's straightforward. Just go on. Anybody who would like to read a part of that. Now we could keep going around.
What page? Do you want to read?
We're going this way.
Oh, we're going this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's lots to read.
You should know.
You should know the identity of Sri Guru. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami has written in the 2nd verse of his Sri Manaha Siksha prayers.
न धर्मं श्रुतिगण निरुक्तं किल कुरु ब्रजे राधा कृष्ण प्रचुर परिचर्यं यह तनु शचीशुनुं नन्दीश्वर पति सुतत्वे गुरुवरं मुकुंद प्रेष्ठद्वे स्मर परम अजस्रं नमो मनः ननु मनः.
Oh my dear mind, please do not perform either dharma or adharma mentioned in the Shrutis or Vedas. Rather, you should render profuse, loving service to Sri Radhakrishna, Yugala, here in Braya. For the Shrutis have ascertained them to be the highest principle of supreme worship and the supreme absolute truth. Always meditate on Sachinandana Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, richly endowed with the complexion and sentiments of Srimati Radhika, as non different from Sri Nandanandana, and always remember Sri Guru as most dear to Sri Mukunda.
Oh mine, oh mine.
Oh no, oh mine. Oh mine, you should always consider that Sri Satchidananda Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually Vrajendanandana Syamasundra, and he is actually Sri Guru. Srila Ramananda told Mahaprabhu, I am only your instrument. What I am speaking is only by your inspiration. You are speaking. The mouth is mine, but actually everything is being said by you. One may say, I want to serve Mahaprabhu like the gopis. He is my beloved Mahaprabhu, and I am his beloved. Can we do this or not? This is sahaja, deviation. This is called Gauranga Nagara Bhav, and it is apasidanta, against conclusive philosophical truth. We should not think in this way. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sri Guru, and we should do whatever he orders.
This reminds me, it's a very famous group in this world, coming from India, is a guru from India. You know, many people say my guru is from India. Once they come from India, they forget even Ravan was from there too. No? So many big Rakshas, they are also from there. And also in Sannyas Roop, Gurudev one. There was one incident in Trinidad, 2007, and I was on the internet looking up something, Barsana Dham. And there is one guru in this world who claims that he got initiation from Radharani. Now, is this Siddhanta, is this philosophical truth, is this coming from Shastra? How many sampradayas we have? Sampradaya vihina ye mantraste nishphala mata Shri Brahma Rudra Sanaka Vaishnava Kshiti Pavana Shri Sampradaya, Lakshmi Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, the one that we are so fortunate. Sometimes I really feel I don't think we know what we have, this treasure that we have stumbled upon. I want to say stumbled because we don't even know how this really came. It has to be something in the past life. We have done something great to come in touch. Agyat Sukriti, you know. We didn't even know we served somebody. Shri Sampradaya, Lakshmi Sampradaya, Brahma, Rudra, and the four Kumaras. And if you don't follow these four Vaishnav Sampradayas, Sampradaya Vihina, without these, ye mantraste nishphalamata. If you take Diksha mantras, you hear any preaching from anybody out of the Sampradaya, nishphala. Mataji said. Phal means some result will come. What is nishphal? Zero. You just wasted your time. This is sad because when I see people following these type of things, people are following this. Even now I see and I'm hearing, they're following this and nobody knows. that this is just wasting time. In the Bhagavad it says, Shramoevo hi kevalam. Total waste of time. Your work that you're doing, the result is your labor itself. You go to work, and after 1 month you're looking for pay. And the boss says, oh, very nice work. You work so nice. Thank you so much. So you say, maybe he might give every 2 months he might pay. You work another month. Then he said, very nice. Thank you so much. So the fruit of your labor is that labor itself. What will you do with that? Huh? It's useless. You need something to hold on. You need the money to buy. You go to the grocery store, you buy something to eat. But you're getting, thank you, very nice job. No? So there are some who also claim that they are following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See how they're saying here? They're claiming that I am following. They're reading Shikshashtakam, explaining and everything. They will never chant Mahamantra. Mahaprabhu is teaching to chant this Mahamantra. Yajnaiha Sankirtana prior. The Yajna, the sacrifice for this age is the Harinam Sankirtan. And mainly what is that mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. Huh? There are some cases, some circumstances I have to be among and I'm hearing also, but no chanting. Nice preaching, but it will go to Nishphal. Go ahead. Where we reach?
One day, Vallabha Bhakti asked Shri Advaita Acharya, who do you loudly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every living entity is female, is considered Krishna as her husband. It is duty of a chaste wife devoted to her husband, not to utter her husband names. But all of you chant the name of Krishna. How chant this be called a religious principle? Through religious principles. Shri Advaita Acharya responded, in front of you is Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the personification of religious principles. You should ask him, for he will give you the proper answer. Mahaprabhu said, my dear Vallabha Bhakta, you do not know religious principles. Actually, the first duty of a chaste wife is to carry out the order of her husband. The order of Krishna is to chant his name incessantly. Therefore, one who is chaste and adherent to the husband, Krishna must chant the Lord's name. For one cannot deny the husband's order. Following this religious principle, a pure devotee of Krishna always chants his holy name. As a result, he attains the fruits of ecstatic love for Krishna. My husband has ordered me to chant his name. He has said, you should do this, and then will make me happy. Therefore, I must make him happy, and I should serve him.
You understand that clearly? In the old Vedic system, tradition, the wife never calls the husband by name. You call like Swami. It's like she knows him as her Lord. And there's something called Pativrata. How to serve the chaste wife, how to serve the husband faithfully in mind, words and deeds. No? not serving in front of him and then after something different in the mind and so on and so on. But not to ask, not to call his name directly. So here it is saying Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself and he orders you should chant Hare Krishna. So what's the problem? There's no problem. The husband said you can go ahead. He gave the instruction.
Hearing this, Sri Vallabha Bhatt was speechless. Prior to this, Vallabha Bhatt had told Mahaprabhu, I have tried to describe elaborately the meaning of Krishna's holy name. Kindly hear the explanation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I do not accept any different meaning for the holy name of Krishna. I only know that Krishna is Shama Sundar and Yasoda Nandana. That's all I know. The only purport of the holy name of Krishna is that he is dark, blue, like a tamala tree, and is the son of Yasoda, of Mother Yasoda. This is the conclusion of all the revealed scriptures. I conclusively know these two names, Shama Sundar and Yasoda Nandana. I do not understand any other meaning, nor do I have the capacity to understand them. Whatever Vallabha Bhatt said, Mahaprabhu simply replied in such a way that he became speechless. Vallabha Bhatt wanted to defeat Mahaprabhu to show his own glory. He wanted to show how qualified I am, how learned I am, but he was not able to defeat Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Jagat Guru, universal Guru. Therefore, whatever he has ordered and whatever he has taught, we should try to follow totally.
If somebody has a chance, people who haven't heard him in a long time. Mahaprabhu has to.
Mahaprabhu has told us you should chant Krishna's name, Hare Krishna. Actually, Krishna has ordered this in the shape of Mahaprabhu, and therefore we must follow. Understand that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sri Guru. He is Krishna himself with the mood of Srimati Radhika. It is very important to know this. Does anyone know anything in this world that can cover the knowledge of Mahaprabhu? Can anything be hidden from him? For those who have this Guru, Mahaprabhu, their hearts cannot be cheated or bluffed. Never. Those who try to bluff Guru will be bluffed instead. We should not try to cheat Guru or Vaishnavas. All Vaishnava are Guru and all Vaishnava are Guru, and to do what they want is bhakti. Anybody?
Go ahead, begin. I'm taking it.
Next page.
Turn the page. The true sense. We should try to know the desires of Shri Guru. One who understands Guru's desires. Am I in the right place?
Be a guru.
Oh, I'm sorry. Be a servant in the true sense. We should try to know the desires of Shri Guru. One who understands Guru's desires both internally and externally is called a sevak, a true servant. One who is not a sevak may receive an order from Guru but has difficulty in obeying. When Shri Guru says, "Go and bring a glass of water," he will say, "Oh Gurudev, how can I do this?" Go and bring a glass of water. Gurudev,
I remember.
if there...
I remember. Somebody asked Gurudev, that instruction you gave, we have to do that now or later? So Gurudev said, if I ask you for a glass of water, does that mean now or next year when I need a glass of water? So when Guru gives instruction, it doesn't mean... I think many people read the history of Srila Prabhupada, how his Guru gave him the order to go and preach. But he was waiting on the right time, trying to make money and so many things. But we cannot imitate Guru. Srila Prabhupada is Mahabhagavad. And many things, well, if our Guru gave the instruction, we could wait a few years trying to make some money, follow Srila Prabhupada. No. You have two words, Anukaran or Anusharan. Anusharan means surrender and follow the instructions of Guru. Anukaran means trying to imitate Guru. Which one we should do?
Follow instruction.
So sometimes we think that we also Mahabhagavad.
Good. It's really hard. Gurudev, if there is no water, what should I do? Should I wash the glass or not? Should I bring hot water or cold water? This person is not a sevak. Moreover, if one directly refuses to obey the order, he is not a sevak, but a baka? Baka. Crane. We should try to be sevaks in the real sense, like Sri Govinda Das, Sri Rajiv Goswami, Sri Shamananda Prabhu, Sri Narottam Das Thakur, and Srinivas Acharya. We should become a sevak like Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, who was a sevak of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. We should be a disciple like my Guru Maharaj. He took his life and soul in his hands to fulfill the desires of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. In this way, if you want to have bhakti, you should have nishtha, and then Krishna's mercy will come to you.
So one thing, in this song, we sang the first song, page 24, the last part is saying, Ebe Jasha Bhushuk Tribhuvana. I know we read the meaning, but these things are so... Now your fame shall be spread all over the three worlds. What does that mean? This is our responsibility. Srila Gurudev has given us this treasure. Now we should take it upon ourselves. Let everyone know about our Guru. Understand? Or which is better? We try to make our Guru famous in the three worlds, or we now try to play Guru and don't talk about our Guru, where we get this knowledge from. Now we try like the Guru of past, present and future. I am the ultimate. This is what some people do. They don't talk about, they have no Guru Sampradaya. And like I told you, one big person is saying...
Condensed mercy is Sri Guru.
Say that again, please.
Krishna's condensed mercy is Sri Guru.
Can you explain that? I don't understand this clearly. What does that mean? Anybody want to help me to understand that?
That's Krishna's mercy.
That's when...
Well, it is said that when Krishna's mercy becomes thick, really thick, heavy, then Guru appears. So Guru is Krishna's mercy when personified, yeah. When
Krishna Kripa ki Ananda Murti. Krishna Kripa. Guru is that Ananda Murti that come, that form is nothing but Krishna ki Kripa. Like Krishna, Hladini Shakti is the pleasure potency, and personified is
Radharani.
You see, in the spiritual world, everything is absolute. Everything is spirit. The wish-fulfilling tree, if you want kachori, anything Prabhupada told. You don't only get mangoes, you get fruits. Anything you want, because it's all spirit. Not like these trees that are suffering here. If it is a tamarind, if it is a mango, banana, that's what you get. But there, the trees can give you anything.
All the Shastras have given so much glorification of Sri Gurudev. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written Sri Guru Vashtakam. In these slokas, he has truly glorified Sri Guru, from the first verse to the last. I have explained about these slokas in Germany, especially Samsaradavanalilaloka Pranaya Karunyananatvam Prapasya Karyagunardavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Krishna's condensed mercy is Sri Guru. What is he doing? Sri Vigraharadhana Nityanana. He is always serving Sri Vigraha, Krishna himself, and Srimati Radhika herself. He is always directly serving the deity by making preparations and performing arjan, worship. He is always engaged in Shravan, hearing, Kirtan, glorifying, Smaranam, remembering, and so on. He offers 4 kinds of Naivedya Bhoga, foodstuffs, to Krishna, and he honors that prasadam along with all the devotees. He does not take prasadam alone. Sri Radhika Madhavaya Yor Apara. Sri Radhika Madhavayor Apara. Madhurya Lila Gunarupanana. Pratishana Svadanalorupasya. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. He is always very lolu, greedy, to taste the entirety of the guna, rup, nam, the qualities, forms and names of Sri Radha and Krishna. Moreover, Nikunjayuno Ratikeli Siddhai Yayavishaniya Tatrabhyasya Rativadavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. This sloka reveals the very confidential character of Sri Guru, and this is why it is said further, Sakshat Harivena. He is not Hari, but he is Harivena. Harivena. All the qualities of Hari are embodied in him. He is not Krishna and he is not Mahaprabhu, but all the qualities of Krishna and Mahaprabhu are directly in him. He is the eternal, very high-class, confidential servant of Srimati Radhika and Krishna.
This verse actually tells us who is Shiva. This Nikunja, we should visit this and try to understand it very clearly what it means. He is there in this Ashtakalya Leela, and he is there always serving Srimati. Although you see him here in male form, but he is there. Nobody in male form can serve Srimati Radha. So he is there in his Siddha Rupen. Here this is Sadhak Rupen. All the Goswamis also in this like male form. But Siddha Rupen is Manjari Bhav. These are very, very confidential topics.
So, a bona fide guru will remain the same. Many devotees have asked, if a guru has initiated a disciple, will that disciple receive the same guru in the next birth or some other guru? If a guru is not bona fide, if he has not realized his constitutional form, and if he is not an Uttamadhikari, then the guru may change. Krishna will arrange for that. If he is a Kanishtadhikari, like a Vartama Pradarshaka Guru, not realized, he will be changed. On the contrary, a bona fide Guru will not be changed. He will help his sincere disciples anywhere and in any way, birth after birth.
But who? He will help who? He will help his sincere disciples. So this, when you're reading this, those who were born and growing up in the Hindu tradition, in one sense, those who are not born and grown up in that way, they are more fortunate in one sense. They have advantages, disadvantages. For example, the language like Hindi, Sanskrit, those who were born and hearing these things, we may pick up easily. But that may go to Gyan and may go to the head too. But, for example, there is one, I don't even know how to describe, and I'm not criticizing, but I was there. One so-called guru, like we're talking about guru. He is thinking, oh my God, I have heard this in Orlando. I don't know what I did. If I had known, I would not have taken all these disciples. Now I have read, I have to come 7 times in 7 lifetimes to save them. Poor fella is not saved himself. He's worrying that he has to come to save them. Oh my God. This is so amazing. This Kaljug, to be honest, you know what is coming to me recently? Krishna has arranged for comedy, for us to, some things for us to laugh. Because if we take this thing so seriously, we may get, But he has arranged nice little pastime things for you to see, and you could laugh and enjoy this pathway that you're going in bhakti also. So we don't have to always be serious. No, we can enjoy, do your chanting, your reading, and still we can laugh. There's so many things. You're not laughing at him, but this Maya really have everyone. Most people in this world so crazy. Just like Yog Maya will send bona fide guru, Mahamaya is doing her share. Mahamaya is sending all crazy guru, cheaters, and they've been cheated to cheat others. And they're dime a dozen. There's so many Mahamaya has sent. And they think they're actually guru.
You have to be next to Darshan.
Just laugh.
A bona fide guru has so many sets of clothing. He may sometimes change his garments, but his personality stays the same. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, but he was Lord Krishna. Sri Gadadhar Pandit was in that form, but he was Srimati Radhika. Similarly, Guru is the same. Sri Guru is one. He may change, sometimes shaving, sometimes in a white garment, sometimes in a sannyas garment, but the personality is the same.
So, I'll give you mine because everybody will speak in their own experience, what you experience with Srila Gurudev too. I'll just say briefly. The first time I went to Alachua to see who is this Narayan Maharaj, like that we hear in, Srila Prabhupada has gone, but Narayan Maharaj, Isha Prabhu, some of you know, he had told, because I was invited by Sadhu Maharaj to go to Miami in that little temple. Brindat. So I went there. Jaidev, you were there with us. You went with us. Sadhu Maharaj invited us, and then there was a big guy who wrote some book on music. He used to chant with the harmonium, Isha Prabhu. And he told how his daughter was scolding Krishna. Why you have to take Prabhupada? Now who will take shelter? Like that. And she was so strong. And then they heard of Narayan Maharaj, he said. They went to India and they listened. He said in 5 minutes, tears were flowing. It only took him less than 5 minutes when he heard these words from Srila Gurudev. Tears were flowing. So I became, this is how you become, a little bit curious. So I went to see and hear this, who is this Narayan? So I went the night before to look for the place, because it's all dark now. I don't want to go in the morning late. I end up in, there is a temple in Alachua, the ISKCON temple. I went there, but I called the person. He said, no, not temple. You will see, you have to go to some track, some little piece of road, dirt road. When I went there, I saw people with flashlights setting up some camp. And immediately one person came. Oh, would you like to meet Srila Gurudev? I said, yeah. I don't know why you come to meet Srila Gurudev. He said, okay, tomorrow I'll come. Just like that. So when I came the next morning, they were just coming back from the morning walk. And he saw me. He said, come to Srila Gurudev. And he took me straight there. And everybody's crawling and running after Gurudev. He'd bring me straight in front. So I have taken initiation, so-called initiation from so-called Guru in Trinidad. And I never touch his feet. I never bow to him. I always say Sitaram like that. We never say Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, those is Sitaram. So I did that. I would do like that. And not from my heart, I know he's not really Guru. I was forced to take initiation. My mother said, last 3 children, go ahead and do it. Anyway, so the minute I saw Srila Gurudev, I touched his feet. And he looked at me, where is the Kanti Mala? I said, I didn't know I was supposed to be wearing it. He said, you're not eating meat, you can chant. Okay. But I was chanting since 1977 when I read Srila Prabhupada. Some of you were not even born yet, right? I was chanting since 1977 when I read Srila Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita as it is. Or when I go into to get my international driver's permit to go Canada, I was chanting. So Srila Gurudev, actually this line is, he knows. And one time I asked him about this guru that I took initiation from, and he didn't waste any time. We should be in one line. This is like, cut this crap. Don't even waste time thinking about all this. We should be one line. Done. So, that's it. And now I'm trying to save others, because it is said once you take guru, you take initiation, then you cannot leave that guru. Then you will go to hell. So now you have thousands and millions of people thinking that this guru I have taken is Sadguru. They even claim that they are Sadguru. They are really Sadguru. You know? SAD, you say Sadguru or Sad.
Who's reading?
Try to understand what I am telling you. One cannot serve Srimati Radhika in a male form. Therefore, when Sri Guru is serving Sri Radha Krishna conjugal, he will be in a gopi form. That is why it is stated in the Guru mantra, Krishna Nandaya Dimahi and Prakodayat. The disciple is praying, be merciful and manifest how you are serving Krishna and Srimati Radhika. Then he may reveal himself. Otherwise, it is very hard to know all these things.
Those who have taken Diksha, you understand that secret? Guru Gayatri. When you say that, is you begging Guru to manifest in that form. I don't know how long again we'll have to beg, but we have to keep on trying. And Srila Gurudev will show us his true form.
Go ahead. Continue. Narad. Narad. Continue.
Narada Muni sometimes comes as Mahu Mangala. Madhu Mangala. But his soul is the same. He comes in so many forms as Sri Vasa Pandita, as Naradi Gopi, and so many others. If anyone has realized who his guru is, and if that guru has manifested himself to that disciple, then he will not change. That same guru will help you. Don't be disturbed by the garments.
Someone else want to read? Read. The power of Krishna. Right there. Power of Krishna.
The power of Krishna. If one is really Shri Guru, even if he is Madhyama Uttama, then the power of Krishna or Mahaprabhu will act in him because he is a representative of Krishna. Krishna has sent him. If an ordinary person like a Kula Guru is not qualified, but his disciple has the idea that my Guru is Krishna, and that disciple has worldly desires, his worldly desires will be fulfilled. How? Because he is thinking that his Guru is Krishna. If his desires are not fulfilled, the blame will come to Krishna. Krishna must therefore fulfill those desires. If disciples should be sincere, even if he has a Kula Guru, or the disciple should be sincere even if he has a Kula Guru. If there is no sincerity, he will achieve nothing. Srila Sanatana Goswami has written that Even if one worships a dry straw, thinking that it is Krishna, he will get some benefit. Somehow you should try to obey Shri Guru and Vaishnavas. Honor all Vaishnavas. Otherwise you cannot serve Shri Guru. He will not be happy. If Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has so many disciples, and some may not have completed their progress to become self-realized, who will they be within their next life? Srila Prabhupada will come, somehow, in any form, he will come. This is explained in Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Gopa Kumar's guru kept coming back to him here and there, in different lives. At last he said, "My heartly blessings to you. You should at once go to Goloka Vrindavan." Gopa Kumara then had a vision of Goloka Vrindavan and said, "At once, I'm going, I'm going." So, editorial note, it says, during Vraja Mandala Parikrama, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj told the visiting devotees, "I know which of you are writing prema letters to each other, prema in parentheses. If you come to me and tell me about your problem of lust, then I will help you and save you from it. If you do not come and tell me, you will become more and more entangled in it, and you will go to hell. I know everything that is going on in your mind. If a Vaishnava does not know everything in your mind, he is not a Vaishnava." Another instance took place in France in the next year. During a class on Guru Tattva, Srila Maharaja said, Srila Rupa Goswami has written, Vishrambena Guru Seva. This means service to Gurudeva with intimacy. Now, what is the meaning of intimacy? We can open our hearts to Gurudeva.
Go ahead. Finish up.
In the West, if one goes to the bathroom, he maybe become naked at the time of taking bath. In Indian culture, we don't do this. But now Indians are following the Westerners. Be that as it may, you are seeing yourself in the mirror at that time. There is no harm if you are naked because there is no other person to see you. The mirror is not a person. Gurudeva should be seen in this way. He is like a mirror, meaning a bosom friend. We can open our heart fully and give it to Gurudeva so that he may read it. There is nothing to conceal from him. If you are concealing anything from him, it is duplicity. How are you? Okay. Any problem? Nothing. The disciple is not revealing that he is making love with a girlfriend or anyone else. The effect of this will be an atom bomb, although in the beginning it seems like nothing. One may think, Gurudeva should not know all these things, otherwise he will chastise me and make some problem for me. This neglect of Gurudeva will be like a hole in a needle that becomes large enough for the elephant to pass through. Don't do this.
So, no, that's it. I don't know. So once you actually giving your heart to Guru, real surrender means we don't have any personal business anymore. This is hard, I know. Once you really accept Srila Gurudev, everything means you have surrendered. Like Srila Gurudev told, all his love for his mother, father, wife, children, everything he put at their lotus feet. How to surrender to Guru also, like how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur taught us how to surrender to Krishna, surrender everything. Manas deho geho jo kichu mo, manas deho geho jo kichu mo, arpilu tuva pade nanda kishore, arpilu tuva pade nanda kishore. Manas deho geho, the mind, deha, this body, geha, my house, jo kichu more, whatever is in my possession, wife, children, money. That is the hardest thing to keep. All this wealth that we think, bank balance, everything that we have, what you must do? Understand that you are only the caretaker. Voluntarily surrender it. And Guru, Krishna's representative, your Guru, is none other than Krishna in that sense that you surrender to Guru. When you actually take surrender to Guru, you surrender. Real surrender means everything belongs to
Krishna.
Guru has accepted it on behalf of Krishna. So it was gone. If you take whatever money you work for and you put it in the hands of Srila Gurudev, it's like you putting it in safekeeping. This is Krishna. And if you don't voluntarily surrender like this, like those who are thinking that we're going to live a very long, the demonic people, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he will come as death. He himself will come. What is that verse? Mrityu sarva haraschaham. As death, I myself will come as death and take everything. You don't want to give it, you don't want to surrender. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. He will come, take it out. And then what you remain with? Then you have to take birth again. But if you actually surrender. Now that doesn't mean you take your hard-earned money and you take what you have and just throw it. Or this one say you should give and just start giving. No, you have to know who to give, how to give. You have to be careful. This is the age of Kali. And many may preach like that and take all the money. No? I'll be very careful with that too. But so far I have seen, so far you would, I think everybody here, for most of you especially who have taken Diksha, this Sampradaya is bona fide. Our Guru is actually real Guru. Because usually if somebody do like those who came before, you know all these names, and pretend to be God and so on, when they actually check them out, they have how many Rolls Royce and this, and they were enjoying life, materially. So they were using spiritual devices to collect nice money and now they enjoy. That is the kind of God they are. But our Srila Gurudev is not like that. Srila Prabhupada was not like that. When they collect money, see what they did. When I went to Navadvip Dham, I was amazed to see those structures. And I have seen in Texas, when we took initiation, when Srila Guru, you go and you ask for bhiksha, little begging, and you will give it to Guru, you practice like brahmachari. And I have seen Srila Gurudev sitting like a beggar. And up to today, this is on my mind. What is he asking for? These few coins that I have really collected, but this is to build that, not for him to enjoy. To build so that Westerners and anybody all over the world, they can go and get sadhu sangha. Srila Prabhupada built all over the world for what? So that you could come and do Mangal Arati, you can get association, see how 24/7, how bhajan is being going on. So we do little chanting, singing. Who wants to sing? I don't want to like take the spotlight and do everything. Is there good singers? Didi, you sing one.
Which one?
Anyone.
We sing Guru now already.
Yeah, mainly Guru. We have done two. Which one you want to sing?
I don't know. Whatever. You tell me.
Do Nityanand if you like. He's a Khand Guru Tattva. And then I will also do Nityanand Prabhu. He's a Khand Guru. No, do what you know. Do whatever you know. Do anyone you like. 37. Go ahead.
37?
37.
Nitya Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Yechaya Jara Yudaya Nitya Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Yechaya
anybody can speak a little bit experiential Gurudev of whatever comes in your heart. No? Keep it a little bit brief. There's so many of us. So everybody want to speak something, experience, say something, Pashula Gurudev.
Most senior devotee.
Most senior.
Yeah.
Namam Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Yasvane Shishima Bhaktivedanta Narayan Panchakal Patarvyascha Kripa Sindhuya Evacha Patitanam Pavanavyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. So, the first time I met Srila Gurudev was in Mayapur. Yeah, I was in ISKCON in the Gol Purnima festival, and they go on the parikram, and Srila Gurudev parikram enter every temple. So he also entered into ISKCON. Yeah, and then he spoke. Jai Pataka translating. He spoke in Bengali. Yeah. So at that time, he was very welcome in ISKCON, and many books were distributed. There was no restriction. So I got a book called Bhakti Rasayam. It's part of Brihad Bhagavatamrita Sanatana Goswami. This book is like a tonic. So generally we jiva of this world, we have a lot of sinful reaction. So we have no taste for glorifying Krishna because we have no way to control our mind and our material desire. So it's difficult. But when this word of the Guru entered the ear, start giving a clean up and also a taste. This is, yes, there is some hope. Because everybody who is conditioned by material nature is suffering. Three types of suffering: from his mind, from his body. It doesn't matter how much money he may have. Well, he's conditioned so in ignorance, he's suffering. And if he has some sukriti, he qualified to meet a pure devotee. I just saw him, but was different. Everything was different what ISKCON was offering. The whole thing was different, was tasty, surcharged with energy, a different energy. So I became so attractive, and not only me, because everybody, a lot of people, just like Prabhu said, just 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, a lot of tears start coming. 5 minutes only. That's what is a guru. Because a guru is one who is connected in service to Radha Krishna. And at the same time, he is here. But if he is not connected over there, he has no power yet. You are not serving Radha Krishna yet? Where are you going to get the energy, the power, the Shakti? You don't have it yet. You have to connect first over there. That's what we call the Guru vyasa puja, because vyasa is connected up there, and giving us what he's feeling, experiencing up there. And then a lot of devotees were in the same predicament, attracted to Guru. So they said, we should put Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj as Siksha Guru of the whole ISKCON. And everybody was, enthused. Yes. Yeah, because I'm getting so much. All the GBC also were getting the nectar that he himself is experiencing. When he was talking, then I was enthused to come to his parikram. And he himself was talking in every place. That was pure nectar. I never experienced nothing like that. It's like a coming and all the song, I never knew all the song they were chanting. So that was my first experience, And after that, Ramesh, he took me to him, and he was talking with some Indian guests, because most of the people at that time,
Costa Rica?
yeah, Ramesh from Costa Rica. At that time, in 1996, most of his followers were Indian. There were also Westerners, because but most were Indian, and there was a big quantity. So he actually awakened a different level of Krishna Bhakti to the whole world. That's why Srila Prabhupada left him. And he gave the Jaiva Dharma. The Jaiva Dharma is full of all the teaching of Mahaprabhu. How to practice Bhajan. How to practice, we want to surrender. But to surrender means that we must, somehow or other, avoid everything that doesn't give any inspiration, any sense of sacrifice for my material desire, and do the sadhana bhajan. And if we have been in temple, and we are not in the temple, we must try to practice what is there in the temple. Because we cannot say that we don't know what to practice. We're already there. He told us what to practice. We have to practice Samsara Dhamana Lila Doka. By practicing every day, if we practice every day, it is said the last, Sriman Guru, what is that? The last part. Brahma Muhurte, in Brahma Muhurte. Yeah. Survival Labia, I don't remember exactly. I chanted every day, but now I don't remember. But anyway, if we do that, it is promised there that we will attain the Srimad Guru Astakam Eta Uchar, Brahma Muhurte Patati Prayakna, Yastena Brindava Nata Saksa, Survival Labia, Yano Sunta Eva. He said, that person who very attentively recites this Astakam to Srila Gurudev during the Brahma Muhurta is sure to achieve direct service to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, the very life and soul of Vrindavan, Vrindavan Nata. Upon attaining this Vastu Siddhi of pure spiritual form. So there is the promise that won't ever fail. But we had to do it by practice in the way that they are teaching and asking us to do it.
Anyone else, please? Let's get there's so many of us. Let's try to make it a little bit brief. Who would like to speak?
Haribol, Haribol. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chaturvena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Haribol. In the beginning, when I first met Gurudev, I was all excited and bewildered. Oh, Gurudev, Gurudev.
I could say also, I could tell people, I could say about my experiences with Gurudev. But now, when I really think about Gurudev and understand who Gurudev really is, and I read his speeches, the type of instructions he gave, I ask myself, how did I get to meet such a person? How did I meet him? I'm still bewildered to know, that I met him and I got his darshan and I was initiated and he's my Gurudev. There is something that I still trying to put together to know what special gift I got. And as I'm trying to get more and more mature in this Krishna consciousness, I'm seeing that this is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This idea of, that many people will think that, this is Gurudev, and they put a limit to Gurudev. But now, what I'm experiencing, I cannot put a limit to Gurudev. Gurudev is beyond our imagination or our limits. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Thank you.
Anyone else?
It's too much, I cannot say. Really cannot say. Jnanam Timirandasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chalchu Umilitam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaura Chandaya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tarabhaktaya Namo Namaha. First of all, when I met Gurudev, it was, I think, 8 or 9 years ago. I was invited to one program by Mahabodhi Prabhu and other devotees that Gurudev will be here in the Shiva Mandir. So I went the last day at the Shiva Mandir, and I saw this little old man coming down the Sinasan with his Madhav, with his servant, his assistant. And when I look around, I seen there were only Western people in that temple and few Indians, maybe 4 or 5 Indians. And Gurudev is coming down, walking down, and they were chanting. And Gurudev left and come and touch me on my shoulder. And I said, this had to be my Guru. I was kind of hesitant because I had a Guru before, but the Guru I had before, he went to Canada a couple of years after I left, and he never get in touch with me. But I was missing something. But I still was hesitating to take initiation from Srila Gurudev. Both myself and my wife, we decided we should go and take initiation from Gurudev, and we did. And this was one of the best things that ever happened to us. Taking initiation from Gurudev, we are so fortunate that we could. Gurudev stayed in this house. We did Guru Puja twice, and that sofa that you're all sitting on, Gurudev sit on that sofa. And Gurudev was here once, and I met him back in India, and he said to me, I want to come back to your place. Out of all these thousands of people, he saw me and said, I want to come back to your place. And he did come back. And we were fortunate to have Gurudev here in his house here, and he was very happy. Thank you very much, and I hope that everybody continue, that we will have programs. This house is Gurudev Bhavan, this is not ours. And Gurudev is manifested in my temple. you can see with your clear eyes that Gurudev is there, Srila Prabhupada is there, and all others are there. Hari Bol.
Yeah.
Put the mic on. Put the mic on.
Om Jnana-Tinirandasya Jnana-Jana-Sarantiya Tasya-Tamina Tasmai Sri-Gurave Namaha Pancha-Tattva-Yasya Kripa-Sindhu-Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. I am not qualified to speak about the glories of Gurudev. I'm just begging for his mercy. This is a priceless gift that I've gotten from Gurudev, but I guess I don't know how to cherish that gift. It's a golden opportunity. I must say that I met Gurudev, but I had prior experience. And when someone said to me, "Do you mind, you're a grihastha, you could go ahead and take initiation with Gurudev." I'm going to be honest with you, because of my past experience, I said, "Another bogus guru?" I was hesitating. So Vishnudata Maharaj and another devotee said to me, "Go ahead and take initiation." So my husband and myself, Vasudha and myself decided, okay, the next week we'll take initiation. Before I took initiation from Gurudev, when I go to my bhajan kuche, I couldn't even chant 2 rounds. The very first day Gurudev gave me initiation, I was able to chant 60 rounds. I felt like the burden was just left me. There was no more load on my shoulder anymore. I felt free, I felt light. After that experience, I had agreed I must see Gurudev, I have to go to India. I was counting the days, the week, the month to go to India. I went to Govardhan and I met Gurudev, I went to his bhajan kuche. And I said to Gurudev, "Gurudev, you see that pair of socks you're wearing? I want that pair of socks." He looked at me and he said, "What have you brought for me? Why you won't buy socks?" Madhav Maharaj said, "Shh, don't say anything." I said, "Gurudev, that pair of socks is Mahaprasadam. I need that pair of socks." That pair of socks Gurudev had bought to Manasi Ganga to Stapan Kare, the Murti for the temples. It had his sweat and his dust. And as of today, I will not wash that socks. I will not wash that socks. Every drop of Gurudev's sweat is on that socks. If anyone thinks that Guru is human being like us, they are wrong. They are wrong. That pair of socks, about 6-7 years ago, we had Janmashtami, and I was putting on the altar so the devotees can take darshan. That pair of socks was like 1,000,000 voltage. It just hit me, like it just went through my body. I touched it, and the volt was so strong. So we have to realize, because Guru is in a human form, he's human like us? No. He has a spiritual form. He just took this form so he can teach us and advise us. But we men, we are so foolish, we do not recognize who Guru is. When Lord Krishna cannot come, he sends Guru. My parents passed away, and I haven't lamented and cried the way I cry for my Gurudev. Every time, even if I look at a DVD, I see Gurudev, I cry. Because Guru, I feel like, I have known him for million of years, and he's just not my Guru, he's like my father. That's how I have this love and attachment of Gurudev. And I beg Guru every day. I say, "Guru, just give me the mercy. Lord Krishna's accepted me in Krishna consciousness. Give me the mercy so I can continue my bhajan. I know I am weak, I am not strong, I'm falling. Take my hands across. And as long as I have this breath and life in my soul, let me continue my Krishna consciousness. And if I cannot do, there's no need for me to continue my life." So I am begging for those who did not take initiation. It's a golden opportunity to take initiation from a bona fide guru. If you have the desire, Lord Krishna will send you a bona fide spiritual master. Although Gurudev is not in this material world, he's here in spirit with us, guiding us to the right pathway in order for us to continue our Krishna conscious. And I'm happy tonight that devotees have come out tonight to support us, to celebrate the appearance of Gurudev. And we should continue in this manner with programs and all other occasions. Jai Gurudev.
Anybody else? Prabhu?
Agyanatimirandasya Dhananjanasharakaya Shakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaye Priyatmani Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Iti Namine. I'm not qualified to speak about Guru. Not only that, I don't even know the glories of Guru. But since Prabhu asked me to say something, I'm gonna say a few words. The first time I met Srila Gurudev, it was in Dykeswood, in that temple on Dykeswood. After the program, when Srila Gurudev was leaving from the temple, I remember Dr. Alanka was driving him, and then I've seen so many devotees. As soon as the truck left, so many devotees fell down and do Dandavat Pranam, and that touched me. And I said, "Wow, who is he?" And then I went to many programs, and I feel like there is something. And since then, me and Sashikala, by the help of Mahaguri Prabhu, we take Harinam from him. Since then, we're trying to become a devotee. So thanks all the Vaishnavas for helping us. So that's what I can say about Guru. Because I'm not so qualified to speak about Guru. Yes. So.
Who else would like to speak? Anybody else? You want to say a few words?
Please accept my humble obeisances. I want to speak a few words about our Gurudev. I'm not really qualified to do it, but like everybody's gonna say, I'm gonna say something about my own experience. Talking about like 4 years ago that we heard about Narayan Maharaj. We were living in Miami, but we were in my position. I was so reluctant to accept a guru because as a Western, I didn't have the tradition or knowledge to what's the meaning of guru or what's important to have a bona fide guru. I met different masters or different people. In some point, they were some kind of gurus in some point of my life, but the real guru I never, until I got in his presence. And just feeling his presence and receiving his darshan, just a touch in my head, that was enough to get melted, and then surely and really slowly he was taking my heart. And all the time that I speak about him, I some feelings in my heart. But like other devotees, Gurudev his presence is eternal because he transcends this material existence. As a self-realized soul, he